Hello everyone, Miner here from the Golden Family, and today we are on Reddit, and which is something you totally should join us with. Link down below. We haven't posted anything yet, but whatever. This video was inspired by Charlotte Dorbret. I don't know how to pronounce it. So her channel will be linked down below as well. Basically this thing is called "Am I the A-hole?" And by the way, guys, that's not actually what it's called. But I can't say what it is because we try to keep our content family friendly. So basically, what we got to do here is we got to look through here and try to see. We read these stories right here, and we got to see if they are the a-hole or not. All right. In fact, I'm actually going to start with this one right here. Am I the a-hole for making a joke when my friend told me she was pregnant? Little warning: these will involve swear words, but I'll try to just say the first letter and then say word. Like if it's the B word, I'll say B word. All right. My friend Alice, fake name, 32 female, and her husband have been trying to make a baby for 3 years. Alright, okay. So far so good. I, 29 female, am child free, but has never caused, and this has not caused a problem with my relationship with Alice. Okay, so they're trying to make a kid, and you don't have kids, and that's not caused an issue. Pretty good. We would often, why did I stutter? We would often joke about this difference, with me telling her stuff like, she'll miss all the disposable income when she has kids, and her comparing my dog to a human kid. Okay, so you joke about it. Okay, not that big of a deal. I mean, I often joke about stuff like that. Neither of us got offended, and with this joking, neither of us got offended with this joking. If I could learn to read right, and it was all in good fun. All right, okay, so far so good. I don't see what the issue is. On Friday, Alice, a couple friends of ours, and I went out to lunch, and Alice told us that she was 3 months pregnant. Congratulations, Alice. I jokingly said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me know if you need a ride to the clinic." I mean, it's a funny joke, don't get me wrong, but still that would kind of offend a pregnant woman, wouldn't it? So far I'm kind of leaning towards a-hole here. Alice flipped out and called me an insensitive B word. Told ya. I told her I was joking, but she wouldn't hear it, and she ended up leaving. She hasn't responded to my texts and calls ever since. No crap. I mean, obviously she's not going to respond to you. You just offended her. Our other friends are staying out of it and don't want to give her their opinions. Fair. If I was one of them, I wouldn't want to give my opinion either. I understand that my comment would come off as rude if I said it to a stranger. No crap. If you said it to a pregnant stranger, like you just walked up to someone and said, "Hey, let me know if you need a ride to the clinic." Obviously they would find that as rude. But Alice knows me, and this is how we joke to each other. Am I the a-hole? Yes. Yes, you are. Sorry if that came out as harsh. They are the a-hole here. I mean, it's kind of an ethical dilemma, really. All right, let's do another one. I'm gonna find one real quick. Here's a good one. Am I the a-hole for not eating cake that I know I wouldn't like? Okay, if you know you're not gonna like something, or if you're allergic to something, or if you just straight up don't like it, don't eat it. I mean, I'll eat anything, really. So I really don't care. To start off, a little background. I was diagnosed with autism a few months ago. That's fine. I mean, I was diagnosed with ADHD a few years ago. But I've displayed traits of I'm not going to read that. I have no idea what it says. Here, I'm going to spell it for you guys, and I want you guys to tell me how it's pronounced in the comments. NEURODIVERGENCY. Tell me how that's pronounced in the comments. Since I was a little kid. One of these traits was that I was a major dislike of certain certain tastes and textures. Jesus. Okay. I sometimes don't like certain tastes and textures, but I really don't care as long as I get food in my stomach, right? Okay. As well as not always behaving accordingly to in certain social situations. I can relate to this person. Sorry, dude. It's called ADHD. We just can't really sit down properly and can't really behave properly. Not a lot of my extended family knows because I don't see them very often because I live towards the northeast country they live towards the northeast country while I live down in the southeast country. Same. Mine's the exact same situation. So now, on with the story. 17 female. Alright, 17 female. Okay, there's 17 and they're female. Was at a family gathering with my extended family a few days ago. It was a big get together with lots of different food and drinks. Alright, sounds like my kind of party. Around 5 p.m., a massive cake was brought out to everyone. It was a sponge cake topped with whipped cream and various fruits. That sounds really good. Okay, I know I wasn't going to eat any of the cake because whipped cream, strawberries, raspberries were on the cake. Which were on the cake. It's in parentheses. I don't really see why you need to add that. Are some of the foods that agitate my sensory issues. I used to be allergic to mosquitoes, and I'm not allergic to anything now. If you're allergic to something, stay away from it. If you get Dr. ER, if you're watching this video, I learned this from you. If you have an allergic reaction, make sure you have an EpiPen close by to you at all times. Sorry, I got distracted on my handsome face in the thing. Anyway, I said out loud that I wouldn't like any and began to walk away. Okay, that's a little rude. That's a little rude, don't you think? To walk away from a family gathering? That's like walking out in the middle of a movie or taking a book and just ripping the back half back. Bleh. You know what I mean? My cousin called after me and said that she really worked hard on it and it would be really disrespectful if I didn't bother to try it. If she doesn't want any, she doesn't have to have any. I tried to explain that I don't tolerate certain textures because of my autism. She said that I was making up excuses and that I'm perfectly normal. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. That I'm perfectly normal and I'm just attention seeking. People say the same thing about me. Alright. I brushed her off and left the room and just chilled in the living room for a while. My mom took the cousin's side and said, what I did was selfish. Okay, I couldn't read there for a second. And that I was using my disorder as a get out of jail free card. I mean, it's not that bad of a thing. I do that a lot. I went nonverbal until the next morning. That's not a good thing. You need to make sure you can interact with people. And then that afternoon we drove home, where my mom grounded me for 2 days sorry, I forgot how to read there for a second. And when my mom grounded me for 2 days for how I treated my cousin, so Reddit, did I deserve my punishment? Am I the a-hole? No, I don't know. It's like a yes or no situation where like, yes, you do deserve it because you're treating it as like a get out of jail free card, but it's also no because like I don't because you have the disorder, so I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh hey X-Men.
Hey.
Okay, so next and possibly last one we'll look at for today.
What was this one? What was the last one?
Oh, the last one was Am I an a-hole for not eating cake that I know I wouldn't like? Interesting.
Who are they being a-hole to?
Their cousin. They were saying like they have like a sort of autism, and they can't use that as an excuse. Whatever.
Yeah, you can use a medication or something like that for.
Oh, it's a condition. Disorder.
Condition.
Okay, this one is: am I the a-hole for picking my kids picking up my kids from camp? No, I would not consider, if I'm just by reading that, no context at all, I would not consider you the a-hole here. Unless they are above the age of 18, I would not consider you the a-hole because you are the parent. If they were above the age of 18, they're grown now.
And they didn't want to be there.
Oh, then you can. If they don't want to be there, you can pick them up. Me, 35, and my husband, 36, have been married for 10 years. Okay, so you got married at 25 and your husband was 26. So they're married for 10 years and had 3 kids. My husband, let's call him Dan. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, so actually the way how you would read it is, my husband, let's call him Dan. That's how you would actually read it. Works from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. During the week. I work overnights on weekends, so I'm usually the one who drives the kids to all their activities. Okay, so far what we got is we got you and your husband Dan. Your husband works during the day, during the week, and you work during the weekends. So you drive your kids to their activities. Yesterday, Dan had to get shots in his foot for plantar fasciitis. I don't know what that is.
What's that?
And you had to get shots in your foot, dude?
Where are you?
Or right there. See if you can read that.
I'm trying to find out. Yesterday, Dan had to get some shots on his foot.
Let's just skip past that.
I have no idea what that is.
All right. The appointment was at 9 a.m., so I knew he'd be done by 11 a.m. How do you automatically know that? I asked him if he would be able to pick up the kids from camp at 3 p.m. He said no because he might not be able to walk after. Okay, that makes sense. You did just get multiple shots to the foot. Okay, that sounds really weird when taken out of context. He's just laying down right here. I told him there's no walking involved since the kids are usually waiting outside. He said it's my job to drive the kids. He said it's my job to... Oh, he said that it's your job to drive the kids, and that he needs rest. Okay, that makes sense. He's saying the wife's job is to drive the kids, and that... Whatever. I know Dan and I know that he would probably change his mind and pick them up later, so I decided to pick them up early, about 10 minutes early. Dan called me on the way home, screaming that I know he wasn't feeling well and tired, and that I wasted his time letting him drive all the way there for an hour. I messed up. Dan called me on the way home, screaming that I know he wasn't feeling well and tired, and that I have wasted his time letting him drive all the way there in rush hour traffic.
What is that? Well, if you say no, she's gonna go pick him up anyway. So, no, you're not the a-hole.
Oh, no, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I know that. You don't have to get done. No, you're not the a-hole.
He does this all the time, so I got tired of it. Am I the a-hole for picking him up? Okay, but we're not gonna answer just yet because there's more to it.
But there's an edit?
Yep, there's multiple edits actually. Look at that. Look how many that is.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like I have to add this. We've had this conversation our entire marriage. We're not kids anymore, so I've decided to stop playing the game. I've told him to mean it when he says yes, no, or even maybe, and stand by it instead of waiting last minute to change his mind. Okay. Those suggesting divorce need to calm down. It is a habit that I wholeheartedly want him to change. But it is not a reason to get a divorce. Another edit, he did the same thing last week. I asked if he can grab milk on his way home from work, and as always, he immediately said no. I stopped everything I was doing, changed from my lounge shorts into jeans, okay, and was waiting for him to come home so I could go to the store. That's a good thing to do if your significant other is busy and you need to go to the store. Wait for them to come home to watch the kids. That's a good thing to do. That's what my parents did with me.
What's not home?
Then, well, if they're not home, then, well, what, the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, then
He looks like confused.
I don't know. He came to the door with a gallon of milk and went to the store when he said he wouldn't. I wasted my time to change, and when I could have continued washing my daughter's hair. It is infuriating. All right, okay. Based on that context, we can kind of make our decision. Is the OP here the a-hole or not? You say no? You think the husband is? All right, we voted not the a-hole. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Let us know if you want to see more Am I the A-hole? And on that note, this is Miner signing off for now. X-Man quit it. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everyone.